Shalom, all praises be to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Makakodash, and double honors to the apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. Honors to you brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word, calling on the names Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. In time of trouble, I said peace be unto you. And may the Lord, have mercy on us in these wicked times we living in, man. Now, I just woke up from a dream, probably about an hour ago, it was a series of dreams, back to back, and you know, I took it as a warning from the Lord, and the Spirit was on me to do this video, you know, because this is something that I really don't do, you know. But in the first dream I had, it was two dreams. In the first dream I had, I was I was getting up. The dream started. I was with so who some people who I suspected to be friends or family members or whatever the case may be. But I remember I was laughing and I was getting out the car, and the person who was leading us was like, "Yeah, it's right up here, right up the street," and we was cracking jokes and laughing, and on our way to where we were going, which was a residential area. It was a house, and so we were walking and we came up to the house. All the time we were walking, we were cracking jokes and laughing on our way up to the house, but while I was looking around, I could notice that it had to be like the evening time where the sun was just starting to go down, and I noticed the neighborhood looked really eerie. It was an eerie look in the air, and it kind of put me on guard. Like, even though I was laughing and cracking jokes, it put me on alert. So I was being more watchful and everything. It put me in the spirit to be like, man, what the fuck is going on? So we got to the house, and we walked up to the house, walked in, and this woman greeted us at the door. She had a smile on her face, and she's like, hey, come on in. We walked in. Now they went in first. I was the last one to go in. I noticed by the door, it was like a dim. It was like this dim light by the door, but it was enough to see the lady that was at the door. But when I got in, I noticed when I looked throughout the rest of the house was dark. The rest of the house was dark. It wasn't pitch black dark, but it was dark enough to say, hey, it was dark enough for me to say, hey, look, y'all, I'm not going in there. And they was like, oh, come on. I was like, no, I'm not going in there. So I immediately turned around and walked away. And I woke up. When that happened, I woke up and I was like, man. When I woke up, I still had that eerie feeling. Like what the fuck was that about? I woke up. You wake up in the middle of the night, go to the restroom, may drink a sip of water. It was like an intermission. So the second dream, it started. It started the exact same dream. We pulled up. We getting out the car. We walk into a house. We laughing, ha ha ha, and in the second dream, I didn't have no recollection that I had the first dream. It was like me having that first dream all over again. And the same thing happened. We walking up to the house, we cracking jokes, laughing, cracking up laughing. And, the neighborhood looked eerie, and it put me on alert again. And I was like, what the fuck? It looked eerie out here, man. Like, You know, it wasn't nobody outside. Nobody. Wasn't no cars going past. It was just like that dawn look where the sun is kind of, the sun is down, but it's still light outside, you know. And also I could tell it was like in the fall because the you know, the leaves were falling off the trees, you know. And so we walk up to this house, same exact thing happened. I We get to the house, the lady opens the door, and we all walk in. And this time, you know, when we walked in, you know, I was looking around like, what the fuck? Because the rest of the house was dark. And when I turned to tell the people that I was there with, when I turned to tell them, look, I'm leaving, they was gone. They was gone. So it was, so when we walked in, you know, it was like a living room. You know, it was the living room, and then it was one of those houses where it was open. It was the living room, and then there was an open area, and then it was the dining room, and then the kitchen in the back. But off to the left, it was a room that had, you know, a little light in there. And I kind of like took a couple of steps forward, and I peeked in that room, and I didn't see my friend, so I was like, you know what, I'm finna get the fuck out of here. So I walked out of the house, and I was walking back to my car, and you know, I noticed when I was walking back to the car, it was like people. It was like people coming towards me from in between the houses. You know, like like they were pursuing me. You know, so I picked up a little jog, and more people were coming towards me. You know, I went into a full run, and there were so many people coming towards me, and I didn't see these people, the faces, but they looked like they you know, all I saw was like their silhouette, like, you know, you know, like shadowy. They was like shadowy figures, but they were, you could tell they were people, you know. They didn't say anything, they were just coming running towards me. And you know, I took off. I was running fast, and there was so many of them coming that they were starting to come from in front of me too. So this, you know, so in a dream, I heard the Spirit of the Lord say, jump. And I jumped, and I cleared a whole block of space when I jumped. And in that dream, I received spiritual power. And I was like, what? So I jumped again. And I this time I jumped, and I cleared like 2 blocks, 2 city blocks. And I jumped over houses and everything. And I cleared like 2 city blocks. So I was like, man, I got power. So you know, I started, you know, dealing with the power that I had. Like, man, you know, I'm finna start destroying shit, you know. So I jumped you know, you know, I must have drop kicked the house, you know, and I saw like, you know, where my feet hit, I saw like the bricks exploded into powder, you know. And then the third time I jumped real high, and when I jumped, it was like I jumped into a light, and I woke up, you know. And I was, you know, the feeling that I had in that dream of how eerie my surroundings were, you know, and how it was damn near scary, you know. You know, Salaki, I should have turned that off. You know, I wanted to rush and get this video done because, you know, sometimes dreams leave you. And the Spirit of the Lord, man, the Spirit of the Lord started revealing to me what that dream is about, man, you know. And, you know, the Spirit wanted me to do this lesson, you know, because I know a lot of brothers, a lot of people in the truth. And another thing, and, you know, we already had a warning from the elder brother Arianazi from the Dallas camp. You know, that brother, you know, about, you know, his dog getting shot. You know, I don't know if brothers saw that video, but uh uh um I'm trying to think of the name of that brother, the GMS Lions. Hold on, trying to think of that brother's. Hold on, let me go. Let me see if I can find him in my history. Well, anyway, if I find the Salakia, I hate when that happens. Hey everyone. Salakia, if I find the video, I'll put it in the description box. You know, but that he was talking about, you know, he was basically warning brothers, you know, hey, start watching the people, even people that may seem like they cool with you, you know, start watching them, man. You know, start kind of separating yourself. That's what the spirit revealed unto me, man. Because in that dream, those people that I was with wasn't in the truth, but they evidently they was people that I was cool with, you know, and they had invited me out, and I was like, you know, probably, you know, I didn't see what happened leading up to it, but I kind of suspected that they invited me somewhere because the place that we were going to, it wasn't a public place. It was like a residential area, and you know, I don't do residential hangouts. You know, I don't do a lot of hanging out in the first place unless it's with brothers. You know, I don't go out. I don't hang out with people that's not in the truth at all. You know, unless it's my woman or something. You know, but other than that, I don't fuck with these people. I gotta, of course, you got family members that's not in the truth. Like my sister, I would go over and visit her, or go, to very few other family members, and I think she's the only person I've visited this year, like been to their house in my family, you know, because I live a very, a secluded life, man, but the spirit revealed to me that dream was a warning to brothers. You have men that are probably close to their family members, or probably got people that's in the world that they still love, that they still hang out with, man. And the spirit was on me. The spirit was on me to warn brothers, man, to kind of like start cutting ties with those people, you know, because first of all, we coming into really desperate times. And when Esau started giving people these payouts to hand you over, the scriptures say many shall betray one another. So when Esau start giving these handouts to people to hand you over, people are gonna be getting set up by people that's not in the faith. And I would hope and pray that men that's supposedly in the truth not gonna do it. But the scriptures do warn that we have spies amongst us. Yeah, you gotta watch everything, man. And that's another thing that was weird and awkward about the dream. I don't hang out with people, random people. So I perceived that this dream wasn't for me, because this is not something that I would do at all. My woman don't even do that. She don't be going to people's houses, hanging out. We pretty much like, separate from the world. You know, you know. But yeah, man. And that dream, I pretty much perceived that dream was for brothers that still you still have close ties, close friends that are still in the world, or family members that you hang out with that are still in the world. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord was like, pretty much warning in that dream to kind of start separating yourself from these people, because judgment is about to go out. First of all, if you with somebody that's not in the truth, and the Lord decide to judge them, you might catch some of that judgment, or you might get injured along. You might be in the car with somebody, going somewhere, and the Lord decide, hey, I'm finna take this person's life, and you in the car, the Lord, you might get caught up in that judgment. First of all, you might get caught up, especially if this is a person you told about the truth and they ain't changed, but they agree. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And but they don't never say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna come up to the camp consistently, and I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna stop eating pork and all of this. But they, yeah, yeah, and it's like, oh, that's so cool. A heavy, heavy betrayal is about to start coming, man. Because right now, what's happening with the economical situation, people are struggling. People are going through shit. It's getting harder and harder. The squeeze is on, man. So Esau gonna start handing out these bags, man, for people to betray one another. And you don't want to get caught up in no sweet, man. Some out of the blue, somebody call you, hey, man, I miss you, man. We need to hang out, man. We need to get up. You got to kind of, in these times, you got to kind of be leery of that shit. Like, no, we don't need to hang out, And if you do, and if you are going to hang out with somebody, don't be invited. Meet at a mutual place, where it ain't going to be no bullshit, And another thing, don't everybody need to know where you live at either. Hey, come to my house. Don't be so free to give out your address, Even though Esau, man, if you want to find out where you live, it's easy. But don't. That's still for the sake of being circumspect. Don't get, everybody don't need to know where the hell you live at, man. Because in that dream, man, whoever I was with, that was supposed to be my friend, pretty much set me up, man. Set me up to be taken. And the Lord lifted up a standard. The Lord protected me, man. The Lord gave me the power to flee that situation. Because, man, when I looked inside that house, I was like, I'm not going in there. What the fuck? I'm not finna hang out here. It's dark in here. No. And I've been in real life situations, like that, to where I said, you know what, I'm finna go. As a matter of fact, even when I was in the world, we was at this club. We was at this club in Chicago, and the name of the club was, I believe it was E2, or it was a club. The thing about the club was, it was, when you walked into the club, it was a steep stairwell. That was the first thing, and then the club was on the second floor. But this club had an incident where, The police pepper sprayed somebody and people were rushing trying to get out, and people got trampled in that stairwell. We were there that night, but the Spirit had us leave early because we was like, man, the Spirit, we was in the world when we was there. And how people was acting, we was like, man, these niggas is tweaking, man. We about to get the fuck up out of here. And we left like it had to be less than an hour. We didn't hear about it till we got home. So I got home. I didn't hear about it the next day because we went to another club and I was drunk. And when I got home, I ain't do nothing. I ain't turn on the TV. I went to sleep. But I remember my cousin calling me the next day. Man, we left that club and people got killed. A bunch of people died there. They got trampled in that stairwell. But that's another situation. But in these times, brothers, it's kind of time to start separating yourself. If you got friends in the world that you hang out with consistently that ain't in the truth, it's time to start making a separation, man. If you got family members that you may love, that's been cool with you since you was a child, hey man, it's kind of time that you might want to separate from them, man, because first of all, we in a time of judgment. We in a time where things are getting tight, man. And people are gonna start betraying one another, man. Hey, you're never betrayed by somebody that you don't fucking know. It's always somebody that's close to you. That's why it's called betrayal. Matter of fact, let me look up that word betrayal, man. It says betrayal, the action of betraying one's country, a group, a person, or person treachery. It says, let me go read another one. Betrayal is the breaking or violation of a presumptive contract, trust, or confidence that produces moral and psychological conflict within a relationship. But yeah, man, people are gonna start betraying one another, man. When the squeeze is on, man, the government say, hey, look, we heard this such and such. Could you set up something? Hey man, hey, we'll pay you. We'll pay you handsomely. We just need you to have him at this location, at this time. And you gotta be kind of, man, hey, be kind of leery about people inviting you out all of a sudden. Hey, bro, man, it's gonna be some chicks up here, man. You should slide, bro. I'm telling you. Hey, don't be so fucking hot in the pants, man. In these times, man, be so hot in the pants. Oh, it's gonna be some bitches that, yeah. And then find yourself in a concentration camp somewhere. Find yourself strapped to a guillotine. Hey, it's time to move wisely in this world, man. And it's a reason why the Lord the Lord is having these, had this vision happen, and it's the reason why the Lord had that situation where that brother in the Dallas camp, dog got shot. Because it's kind of, we living in that time where it's time to separate from these fucking people, man. And that's been easy for me to do, man. I don't even fuck with my family. Matter of fact, I just heard through a source that some of my close family members, got a circle and they all talking shit about me. And I'm not the person to go, give a person a reason to talk. These people don't even know me personally like that to talk. But you know what? They know what I believe in, and they think, oh, he's radical. and all of that, and and they get together and they talk shit about me, you know, or they get on the phone with people that I used to deal with, and they talk, they get up and talk shit, and then when they see me, hey, how you doing? But you know what? Now I know that they not gonna see me. These people rarely see me to begin with. They don't see me. Maybe once or twice a year. Rarely. I don't fuck with people like that, man. It's always been my motto. Fuck people, man. You know, I don't deal with a lot of people, man. I don't. I have few people. I got enough. I got a few people that I deal with. That's in the world. I got enough demons, that I have to deal with. You know, but I don't fuck with a lot of people in the world, man. And not even my family like that, man. 'Cause, a lot of family members ain't shit either. You know. But let me stop rambling, man. But yeah, but that dream, man. The spirit was like, hey, put this warning out there for brothers, because I know it's some brothers out there that's not like me. They got close, that deal with their family and got friends that they grew up with, that they hang out with. But you know, if your family members and friends ain't in the truth, man, we in that time where you got to start like dealing with people with that long wooden spoon, man. Yeah, I'll talk to you on the phone, man. I might see you, you know, but I'm not in a rush to go. I'm not planning no trip to go visit none of my family members, and the only friends that I have at this point are in the truth. I don't have any worldly friends. I don't have any friends that's in the world, man. You know, I don't. I got maybe one cousin that I will talk to on the phone, but I don't hang out with him either. But I will talk to him on the phone because, I've been knowing him for years. We went through a lot of shit together when I was in the world, and he was always, in my corner. You know what I'm saying? But I don't hang out with him. I talk to him every now and again, and he know about the truth. You know, and he called me and be like, "Shalom, I'd be like, "Yeah, okay, shalom, but what you doing, bro?" And I don't, bro. That's how I talk to him. Yeah, I understand that, shalom, but yeah, I'm quoting the scriptures, you know, and I do that because I love him, man. I don't do that to like, flaunt my scriptural knowledge. You know, I do that because I love him, man. Because you bullshitting, you know. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna get this scripture. You know, this is 2 Corinthians 6:14. It says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness, man?" You know? And I'm going to get that term unequally yoked together. It says, to come under an unequal, to come under an unequal or different yoke, to be unequally yoked, to have fellowship with one who is not an equal, you know? You hanging out with these people and they fucking, hey, you may love them, you may be friends with them, you know, you may be cool with them, you may have grew up with them, y'all may have been to family functions, y'all may have, slept on the floor together, but it's time to start cutting ties with these people, man. It really is, man, because, same person that you like, the word betrayal, man. It said a person. It was talking about a person that you have a relationship with, not a stranger. So only somebody that can betray you. So when the scriptures say many shall betray one another, That's talking about people that you supposedly is cool with, and possibly some man that's supposed to be in the truth. You know, but even more than likely, people that's in the world, that's close family members, you know, or friends that you grew up with, you know. You may have, had a best friend that lived behind you. You used to hop the fence to go over his house. He hopped the fence to go over your house. Y'all grew up together. Even even the dogs knew them. Or they dogs knew you. You know, hey, people, if they ain't in the truth, they're a potential enemy, and you gotta kind of like limit your access to these people, man. Verse 15, it says, and no, I'm gonna read it over. Verse 14, it says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness?" Because we in the truth, we in the light, man. And these people, they can't relate to us. We can't relate to their lifestyles. I can't. A man could talk to me about rolling a blunt and getting high, and I can't relate to him. I can remember back when I used to do that shit, but now that I'm in the truth, I'm ashamed of that shit. So I can't look back at that and say, yeah, 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 and be happy about it. So we don't relate. You know. So what fellowship do I have with that person? Nothing. The worldly conversations vex me. You know. It says, "And what concord have Hamashiach with Belial, or Christ?" It says with Belial, or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? Okay, let's look up that word infidel. Unfaithful, faithless, not to be trusted. It says not to be trusted. Okay, perfidious. It says incredible, of things unbelieving, and incredulous, without trust. Okay. So you're not supposed to trust, man. You're not supposed to trust these people. That's not, if they're not in the truth, fuck them, man. I'm just gonna say it, man. If they not men of the Lord, if they not changing according to the word, then fuck them, man. Fuck them. Because hey, like I say, man. Hey, you riding in the car with them. The Lord say, "Hey, this day I'm gonna take their life." Hey, you might get taken too. You might get judged too. You might lose an arm or a leg, or get severely burned. Hey, we in a time of judgment, man. Everybody that's not about this truth is about to start getting it. And another thing, man, that means that we supposed to be getting tighter. We supposed to be getting closer as brethren. All of these fucking petty grievances and bullshit feelings and emotions that we have towards one another, that shit should die. Start dying off, seeing that we are moving further and further away from other people. And if the world is going to stand against us, we have to stand together. We have to. It's a must. We can't be against each other. Also, you know what I'm saying? So, brothers, man, as we see the day approaching, man, we supposed to be getting tighter. All of these little riffraff, little bullshit thoughts and emotions that we have, that brother might be, not be right. Hey, man, if that brother teaching, man, let it go, man. Pray for the brother. Encourage the brother, man. Build the brother's spirit up, man. But if the world is seeking to tear us down, man, we can't have that shit within amongst us. Because saying that we going to have to start cutting off more and more people and start being more secluded, we going to need each other. And we gonna all need to be tight, man. Anything that's not tight is not right, man. You know, in the automotive world or in most worlds, man, a loose screw is a hazard. Verse 16, and what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power, as the power hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you. You know? And that's pretty much the point, man. Hey, start coming out from among these people, man. Because anybody that's not in the truth don't mean you know good, man. Anybody that's not committed to this truth, that over the years that they know you're an Israelite, but I just don't want to do that. I agree with you. If you agree with me, the only people that agree with me are in the truth. Ain't no nigga in the world agree with me. I feel you. No, you don't, bro. You don't. You gonna feel something, but it ain't me. You gonna feel the wrath of the Heavenly Father, man. You know? Shit like that, stuff like that annoys me, and I get to the point where I will curse a nigga out, man. What the fuck are you doing, man? You playing? Hey, man, don't fucking call me no more. How about that? Or I'll block, man. I'll block somebody. I'll stop calling them. I'll stop taking their calls because I don't, man. If you ain't about this, then what we gonna do? What we gonna talk about? Everything that you talk about is gonna vex me. So I'm not gonna waste my time, man. You know, I've had people call me after years and be like, "Yeah, I know you probably cut me off because of your religion or your beliefs or whatever." Yeah, nigga. You know, the Lord blessed me with family. I don't need no fucking body. Outside of the truth, I don't fucking need you. And that's just being honest, man. I don't need you, man. But the Lord put the spirit on me to do this lesson because of this dream that I had, man. You know, and it was, I know it wasn't for me, because I don't do that. I don't hang out with people that's not in the truth, you know. So I know this dream that I had is not for me. It may be younger brothers that's in the faith, and you still have cousins, friends, people that's not in the truth, but you still deal with them. I'm not saying all of them are wicked, but what I'm saying is you gotta limit your access to these people and their access to you. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to them, you know. But in this time of judgment, I mean, man, we got groups that we in, we talking. I've been seeing all kind of horrific judgments coming down from the Lord, man. All kind of horrific judgments, man. The Lord is really messing people up, man. So you might mess around, be with one of these people that you so-called cool with, and they see somebody that don't like them. That person decide to, pull a strap and start shooting. Who's to say you don't get hit? That's why the scriptures say, man, hey, whosoever is joined into them should be thrust through. Hey, you joined unto these people, when they get judged, you might get judged. The scripture just said, come out from among them and be ye separate. I mean, you're not supposed to be hanging out, hey man, we not in the time to be going no fucking clubs either, man. The fuck? I'm just saying, You know, I'm not saying that it's a sin to go to a club, but I'm saying to everything there's a time and a season under the sun, man. We not in the season to be going to no fucking clubs, hanging out. You know, with the bros. You know, I suppose it's cool, but we don't, man. Some places, man. We've been invited to some places. We walk in and we walk straight the fuck back out. No, I'm not gonna be in here. You know, no. You know, you gotta follow the spirit, man. And that's just how that dream was, man. I walked in, and, the lady came to the front door. And, in the back of my mind, I probably thought, well, maybe the party is like downstairs or something. But my spirit was totally against walking through a dark ass house to get anywhere. Because what the fuck are you hiding? You know? And surely enough, that's in the second part of that dream. It was a setup. People started coming and just chasing me, man. And the Lord delivered me, man. But I followed the right spirit to have in these times, man. And if you're not in the right spirit in these times, you're going to get caught up in some shit and you might get your life taken. You might get your life taken, man. You can't love nothing more than the truth, man. And so the scripture's telling you, come from among them and be separate. You got to do that to a certain extent. You got to start, man. Hey, man, these people that you close to, that you may go out and hang out with and get chicks with, you might start have to cut a lot of them off, man. And deal with them. Hey, man, on the phone. Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, how you been, man? You been all right? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, you coming down? Nah, I can't do it, man. I'm busy. But I'll holler at you, though. You might have to start cutting these people off, man. Because these people might get you set up. You got to remember, if they ain't in the truth, they're a potential enemy. And a nigga will smile, man. I'm a witness, man. From what I just recently heard in my family, I'm a witness that a nigga will smile from ear to ear when they see you and be talking the most shit about you. Family, smile ear to ear. And another thing, stop being PC with these fucking people, man. Fuck them, man. You ain't got to please every fucking body, man. Trying to be PC with these fucking people, man. I'm not saying curse them out, but you ain't even got to reply to some of these fucking idiots. Fucking demons, man. Man, I'm ready for the Lord to bring some more judgment, man. I know we see all this shit going on in the world and it can be kind of scary, but bro, we know what we signed up for. And we know what the Lord said he was bringing, man. I'm ready for the Lord to get some of these people the fuck up out of here, man. Hey, with that, I'm gonna give all praise to you. How about me? I was shy about Shima Crocodile. Step on to the apostles. See brothers out there pushing this word, man. Shalom.